Hello, everybody. I just wanted to welcome you all. It's our Men's League TV update for June the 4th. I have just wanted to give you a brief introduction here. We're going to have an interview with Tyler in a second. We'll go over the highlights of yesterday. And then following that, I had an interesting interview with Jim Busco, who had an interesting story about yesterday. And we actually talked about it in Tyler's video as well. So you enjoy them both and see you later, guys. Hey, Tyler. Good morning.
Hi, John. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. Is the weather holding up today?
Yeah, it's nice out there right now.
All right. Listen, Tyler, Men's League TV,
Yeah,
fourth, gorgeous day yesterday, and had
it
some,
was gorgeous.
it was a beautiful day. And we had some big score, a lot of good scoring yesterday. We had, I'm just going to just get on here. I'm going to start off with this. Um, 20, 34 players, 34 break 20 points.
No
34.
way.
Yeah. And 17 teams got 40 or more points. That's more like it, Field. That's what I want to see. But
You know what? The nicer weather, the greens were amazing yesterday as well. Everything's just coming along, and of course, the scores are going to start coming down.
yeah, we're speaking to Joel, and if you look at the CTV update, we did talk about the greens. They're at their playing height now. Uh, on my stimp meter, it's like a half stimp meter. It's kind of not exactly accurate. So the number's the number, but it's a foot faster than last week.
Yeah.
Last week was 8, it's 9. Um, take it for what it is. They are faster, and they're running very nice. We had some big stories yesterday. Really big stories. One, we had the low gross of the year.
Nice.
What do you think?
Elliot?
You got it.
All
Our
right.
our own Scotty Scheffler did, you know, um, uh, he's amazing. He's just amazing. I can't say enough about the guy. Elliot has been so steady over the
Hmm.
years. He's won men's league before. He's got a zero handicap. So anytime it kind of helps him a bit because normally he'd have a +2, but we have a limit at zero. He's got to shoot 32. He doesn't even get 22 points at 32. He gets 21,
Right.
you know?
Wow.
So
Hmm.
that's how good he has to be every week. But he had 4 birdies yesterday. So that was one big story. Congratulations, Elliot. You know what the next big story is? I've been talking about.
Ooh,
Remember I said there were no Eagles?
yeah, okay. How's
We
that
got an
going?
Eagle yesterday. So what
Nice.
hole do you think, what would typically be the hole you think we get an Eagle on?
Number five?
Exactly. Everybody
Yeah.
gets an Eagle on. All these big hitters. It's a par 4 for them. It's number
Yeah.
5. Yeah. What is the least likely hole we're going to get an Eagle on?
Number four?
Yes, number
Yeah.
4. Guess where we got the Eagle on?
Number four,
You
maybe?
got it. And the
Who is
man's
that?
name is Kyle Baker.
No way. That's great.
Yeah, I confirmed it. This is not a scoring error. He confirmed it. I'm not going to get fooled on that one again. So hey, Kyle, you're going to get a birdie on an eagle on 4. Yeah, I put it in from 125 yards away. So
Nice. That's great. Well, congrats to Kyle. That's amazing.
yeah, so the eagle slump has been broken. Oh, we only got one, but
Yeah.
where are these guys at the eagle? Hey, you know your buddy Trevor Ludy?
Yeah.
Well, Trevor had, along with Jamie Shantz, the low net yesterday of 29.
No way.
Trevor 29. Listen
Yeah.
to this. He got a 9 on number 5. Had that
With a
guy got a
nine.
par on 5, he would have broke the season low record by far for low debt.
Wow. That's great. Well, congrats, Trevor. That's amazing to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, just I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at the score. He got a 9 on number 5. Like, what's going on there? Hey, listen, let's take a look at some of the other stats here so you can I'm going to share my screen with you. As long as I don't show emails, YouTube doesn't mind. I think they don't mind names, but emails they have a problem with. Um, let's just share this here. All right, can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, so this is a summary page. It kind of summarizes everything yesterday. Uh, Mark Balsamo was our top net in the Masters division. He won a playoff over David Trudell, uh, kind of flip a coin type thing. Trevor, as I mentioned, had 24 points, and Jamie Shantz for the intermediates had 24 points. So there are three top players in each division. In our Masters division, David Gervin is just setting a wild pace, 102 points already. Hope you got him on your fantasy team. Hope you got him on your fantasy team. Dave's a former men's league champion. Did you know that?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Look how far ahead he is over Dale and Rod Sakiyama, like 11 points already. Like, this is after 5 weeks. Ryan O'Neill is leading the overall mid amateur. Now look at the difference between David's score 102 and Ryan's score 89. Shows you how
Mm-hmm.
well David's playing. And Joy
Mm-hmm.
Marcotte is also playing well, but unfortunately won't be here for September. Is got 98 points, but he's been steady as a rock. And Elliott is kind of coming up there. Well, I want to show a couple of things here. There's Elliott's low gross. Ken Watson had a good day yesterday, 34 points, 34 shooting a growth 34. Um, Look at the birdies. Elliott's already got 10. Joey's got 7, and Andrew's got 6. 10 birdies. Now think about this. This is 5 weeks in,
Yeah.
not even quarter of the way through the season. So multiply that by 4. That's 40 birdies. The record is 48 or 49. I think it's 48, set by Rob Mustard a few years ago. Elliott keeps going. He might have a shot at it. That's a big.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to see. Do you ever think you could get up to like 50 birdies? I mean, that would be unreal.
Rob almost did it. He almost did it. And Elliott can do it. He's putting well. He's playing really well right now. In the team standings, Team Armstrong leads with 196 over Team Sheridan and Team Card at 190. Team Card, remembers that super team, right?
Yeah.
So they're right there in third place, and they're going to be there, I think, in the end of the year. Now, one more stat, gross ringer. Now, for those of you who don't know what a ringer score is, it's your best score on every hole throughout the season. We keep track. So if you got a 3 on number 1, and the rest of the time you parted or worse, your 3 counts for your best score. And for number 2, 3 up to 9. The winner of the ringer challenge, the gross ringer challenge, is the first person to get a birdie or better on every hole. Elliott
Wow.
Riddell has birdied 7 of the 9 holes. If he birdies 8 and birdies 9, he'll win the challenge.
He hasn't birdied 8 yet. Well, that shouldn't take too much time.
Yeah, 9 is tough. Got it.
Yeah.
8, come on, Elliott. 8.
Wow.
Dear. Hey,
where's our deuces?
Oh, we're coming to it. We're just
Oh,
coming to that. Here we
all
go.
right.
Here's the skin sheet. So you see Kyle Baker won his $70 for his eagle, and then bee skins. These are the bee skins there. Jim Kelly, Pat Fitzgerald had 2 big skins, $90 each. Look at the D skin carryover.
Oh my, 175.
$175 being carried over to next week. If you're in D skins, you get a birdie next week. You're in for some big money. Oh boy. So the deuces. They're here. We had 3 in A, 2 in the B, 2 in the C. Look at Aerosmith wins again. Stuck a nice putt and everything. He was close to the pin for a while. I don't know if he actually won it. That was a tough pin placement. It was a blue on the right back. So I thought it might hold up even for a skin, but Jared Jones got one there. And look at the D's. Nobody in D got a deuce. So
Wow.
they had a $58 carryover from last week, another 70 from this week, $128 carryover.
Some
Now,
good money to be had.
Yeah. Top team yesterday was Team LeBlanc with 43 points. So yeah, very, very good. Now let's get to the real stuff here. The fantasy. You want to see how you did, Tyler, yesterday? Want to see
Yep,
how you
that's
did
how
in
we do.
fantasy yesterday? All right, let's do it. Here we go. Bruce McDonald, top guy, 63 points.
Right.
Had Ken Watson at 22, Jeff Hall, 19, me at 18, and Vic Farr at 22. So the top three count, 63. He beats me. Like it would have been terrible if I had got 22 points and I beat myself. That would have been awful. I would have felt terrible about that. For me, Ted McEwen, Josh Markard, Zach Redding. And look where you are, 61 points.
There we go. Not
Yeah, you're
bad.
only
Not
two
bad.
off there. Who did you? Oh, Keith Ritchie.
Keith, yeah,
Tony had an off night.
yeah.
Let's see where the other boys are. Nolan and oh boy, Cameron, 53 points. Okay, he had Elliot and he had Joey. I played with Adam Lee on Friday, and he didn't have a good front nine, but boy, did he ever come alive on the back. He was pounding the ball. So I thought he was going to have a good week this week. And Nolan, who'd you get? Andrew Fulton. Andrew's been hot. He just didn't have a great game this weekend. Joey's been good.
Yeah.
Jim Busco. Well, I got a Jim Busco story for you.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
In fact, it's an interview we're going to have after this one. I've already interviewed him this morning. Jim is on number 18, and he's cleaning his ball. And he turns around, he hears something on the cart path, and then he feels something in his pocket.
What?
Somebody on 8 hit a ball out of a sand trap toward the 18th tee, bounces once on the path into his pocket.
Come on.
Swear to God.
Come on.
Swear to God. Now you got to play the ball as it lies. I said, Jim, I hope he doesn't miss.
Oh, he hits the right golf.
It
No,
hurt a
no,
lot.
I won't say it. I won't say it.
Okay, Tyler, we have to know, what is the ruling on that? Ball goes in a pocket. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, that you get a drop. You definitely get a drop from where that spot was. So
Who?
wherever Jim was standing,
Yeah.
wherever the ball stopped, that's where they would get a drop from.
Okay,
And
but Jim doesn't drop the ball. He gives the ball to the guy. The other guy has to drop it, I guess. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
I mean,
amazing. I've never heard.
if that happened in a real tournament, if there was a gallery or something. Now, what if the person in the gallery just took the ball out and threw it somewhere?
Well, no, you still go back. You go back to where that person was. Yeah.
Okay,
So.
but that's a true story. Happened yesterday.
Not like on Happy Gilmore when it lands on the guy's foot and he has to play it off the guy's foot.
Yeah, that would hurt. Hey, we have a result from senior match play. I had a where is that? Oh, it's here. It's here. It's not, that's why it's on this one. It's on this one. Senior two men. We have a result. Ken Watson and David Trudell defeated Jim Kelly and Alan Wiley in a tough senior two-man match yesterday. Normally I don't report on that because um, it's not men's league stuff, but you're the new match pay guy, so you probably want to hear this. Here's what he wrote. Dave Trudell and Ken Watson slayed the Giant on Monday, the former champs of the event 2 years ago, Jim Kelly and Alan Wiley.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They were the heavy favorites heading into the match. Team Trudell got off to a good start, stunning the former champs with a quick 3-up lead after just 3 holes, and they never looked back. The champs were able to make a match out of it, however, fighting with all their might and relying on veteran experience of the smooth, swinging coyote Alan Wiley. And Kelly stepped up with a late surge, making a birdie, a net eagle on 17. Good for him.
Wow.
But they missed birdie putts on 18, and so they couldn't tie the match. And so Trudell and Watson move on. So there you go. Good story.
That was a great recap. That's awesome.
Yeah. Said we had our first round of the NGL qualifying yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a good week, Tyler. I got to tell you, I was very, very impressed. Hopefully, we'll have another good week.
You don't have to get the NGL participants on a quick little video call and talk about their experience.
Yeah, well, we should do that because they had a great time up in the Osprey, I understand.
Yeah, they had Chris Hilliard was in earlier just raving about the experience and how tough that golf course actually is. So, but they had an amazing time. All four of them did.
Hey, Tyler, yesterday, and you got to watch this video because it's recent. Bryson DeChambeau put out another video.
Okay.
This time on May 31st of this year, he goes to Oakmont and he's playing the U.S. Open course, and it's cold. And you remember how cold it was on May 31st. Anyway, he played it, and he's saying that nobody thinks anybody will be able to break par on this course over 4 days. So his
Really?
goal for that day was to break par. Watch the video. It's a great video. The only difference between that day, him playing that course that day, and the real course is they hadn't cut the greens down.
Mm.
They were only running at 10.
Oh.
But the rough, well, I looked at some of the balls in the rough and I'm going, big deal. Come to Carleton, play ours, you know? And then some
Yeah,
of
no
it was,
kidding.
okay, that's US Open rough. I give up. You got us on that one. But some of their rough was no worse than ours. And he was having trouble. He was having
Yeah.
trouble.
You know what? Put a link on that in your broadcast, and part of your message. It'd be great for everyone to see what real rough looks like.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So when you're going off that when you're going off the tee boxes, when you hit over that rough, he took a ball and he threw it down in there. You couldn't even see it. It was just
No,
there's no
it
way.
disappears. It
It disappeared.
disappears.
You can't see it.
You're hacking it out. You're happy to move it 10 feet sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it was crazy. But you know what? I think he was either one over or even par. So it was close. He had about five birdies, but he had a lot of three putts because the greens were so slow. He was looking for faster greens, and by the time he realized they weren't fast, I guess he didn't practice or anything on the practice greens. He had got some three putt bogeys, but yeah, it's going to be a good match. So I tell you this because you're going to be putting out the U.S. Open poll pretty soon,
That's right. Next week.
and I just wanted to let people know that Bryson is hitting the ball really well, and you can see the video how well he's hitting the ball. So that should give you a good clue.
Yep. No, that'll be great. And then obviously this week with the Canadian Open going on and cheering for all our Canadians and Rory. But yeah, leading up to the US Open the week after, it's always great. It's always nice to finish off Father's Day on watching the US Open, right? The final round, and it's a bit of a tradition for a lot of people.
Yeah. So that's great. And I just want to remind all men's league members that there's an important meeting June 9th, Monday, 7 o'clock. Should be there. And this is one you should be at.
It'd be a good idea to be there.
It
Absolutely.
would
Yeah,
be a
we
good idea.
encourage all members to come out and listen to the town hall. Yeah, come to
Yeah.
the town hall.
And just a special treat. We had two big interviews yesterday, along on our CTV update, along with, of course, Cameron uh, and yourself. We had Michelle Gonson, the president, and we had Joel Tricky. But Joel talked a lot about things. One of the things he talks about are the course conditions. You may want to watch that. It's a good update of where we are and how we're doing. Tyler,
Awesome.
great week. Great
It
week.
was. Can't wait till next week.
I'm so happy this week.
Good.
Guys played well.
Good.
I played crappy, but the guys played well. I'm so
Some great scores starting to show.
yeah. Thanks, Tyler. And thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks. Yeah, my pleasure, John. See you
Everybody,
next week.
till next week, play well. I can.
How you doing?
Good, good. So I got a note yesterday from Jim Kelly said, you gotta call Jim Busco. He's got a great story. So hey, listen, I'm always looking for a good story for a men's league. We'll show it on today. Uh well, Jim, what can I say? Tell me what happened.
Oh, it was funny. So um I was on hole 18 with my foursome with Archie, Art, and Steven. And so 18 right by the white tees, you can clean your ball and whatnot. So I was cleaning my ball, right, which is on the cart path,
Yeah.
and I'm looking this way, and then all of a sudden I hear on the cart path, there's a bunch of and there were a bunch of guys on hole number 8. So they were all putting or whatever. There was a guy in the sand trap, I think. He hits his ball off 8 over the green, hits the cart path, ball bounces right into my pocket. So pocket and one. So that was the joke. I don't know how big that was. So I turn around and I look, what the heck is going on? I reach into my because I had my ball in my hand and I never put a second ball in my pocket. I reach and there's a ball with a, green dot. And there's a guy coming out of the trap on hole number 8. I think he was in the trap because it kind of startled me, huh? Boink, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like and there. So the guy came over and apologized. I don't know who he was. They were younger guy, well, 40s, early 40s, nice guys, but he did a terrible. I guess he shanked it. So it went right over hole number or green number 8, hit the cart path into my pocket. That's the story.
Jim, I hate to tell you this. She's got to hit the ball where it lies. That could hurt.
Yeah. 3 balls. So, so what? I don't know what the official rule would be. So all I did is I took it out of my pocket and I dropped it a foot or two from the cart path.
Us, Tyler, but that's probably what you should be doing. I'm going to be talking with Tyler later on today, and I'll tell him about that story. Great story, Jim.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, I've never had that happen. So I was telling the guys, and everybody says, "Oh, you got to talk, John." I said, "I'm not going to tell John." So Jim Kelly gets on his little text. He says, "Oh, John will call you tomorrow. He wants to hear about it." So, anyways, a fun little story. The guys were nothing. It was just a total surprise because you just feel like I felt like Art or Archie was putting their hand in my pocket. I go, "What the hell's going on here, guys? I like you."
Well, it's a one in a million shot. Thank you for sharing that, Jim. I appreciate you taking the time this morning.
Yeah, no problem. You have a good one. We'll talk to you later, or we'll see you on the course.
Bye bye now.